Matt, what are you really hearing from the attendees here today at Big Data London? What challenges are people worried about, and what trends are they looking forward to next year?
The thing that I've probably noticed the most is that age-old nugget of trying to connect data quality to business value. Obviously, we're data quality vendors, so that always pricks my ears up. But whether it's in data quality or catalog or governance, it's continually trying to take what's happening in technology and then understanding what it is that business users are really struggling with, so that the problems they're encountering, being able to say, if only I could get my audit reports done on time, if only I could solve these problems if I had better data. And for me, that's been really fascinating, because it's not just about what we do, that's about what this entire ecosystem does, trying to connect that business value, real problems that will have real results and make an actual difference to people in their lines of business.
That makes a lot of sense. And obviously, we've seen a lot of things really shake up the data space. We've seen AIs and LLMs really, change a lot of people's kind of outlooks on how everything works. Looking forward to kind of 2024 and beyond, how do you feel like the data quality space is really going to be shaken up by that?
I think that when it comes to Gen AI and LLMs, the biggest thing about that is almost like a democratizing power. So for us, we're working on the ability to sort of create SQL scripting from natural language. So you want to be able to define something that's going to run an operation in SQL, that'll actually generate a SQL script for you and then ingest it automatically in the back end. That ability for people, I will confess, like me, who don't know how to code, to some coding in the background is actually really, really critical. That's what I mean when I say democratizing. It's actually sort of allowing me to be able to interact with the system in a way that I would otherwise only be able to do if I'd actually had a computer science degree. The more we see that, however, the biggest problem is, well, where's the checks and balances? Where are the controls? How are we measuring where this is going? So that's where I think that an awful lot of the other firms within here being able to kind of measure the impact of AI, measure the impact of LLMs, certainly, and then work to a regulated standard, I think that's going to be another interesting trend that's going to develop, because at the moment it risks being a little bit of a Wild West. But no, it's one we're really observing with interest.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And obviously, we are here at the Datactics store at Big Data London on day 2. How have you been finding the event, and what's really stood out for you?
It's been really good. Probably the biggest thing that I've noticed has been it's even more vast than it was before. It was insanely vast last year, and now it's even bigger. I was chatting to the guys in the speakers lounge before, and they were saying, their pre-registrations were up 40% year on year before people had even turned up, which is incredible. Even the really terrible weather yesterday didn't put an awful lot of people off. It's much, much nicer today. One of the things I think that's been most interesting has been how many people have got something to do with each of the different elements of data management estate. You can come at it from lots of different ways, as obviously we're coming at it from a data quality first perspective, but even the guys in data observability and then the guys in data ops, they're all trying to kind of come around and coalesce around this same problem. And I think that the more we see that trend emerging of us trying to kind of figure out how do we, as I say, connect that to business value, the more interest I think we'll find in this area.